What up, Kali followers? My name is Drew Schroeder, and today we're going to be making focaccia bread. A very traditional Italian type of bread. Normally we make a lot of junk food on this show, but I found this recipe and it looks so good. But you know, it was so hard to find dry activated yeast for months. Every time I would go to the store, I would try and find dry activated yeast. I actually wanted to make this focaccia bread months ago for this cooking show, but no, it was really hard to find. But I finally landed like a whole box, so I'm good on focaccia bread from now on. But before we get started, make sure you hit that like button because it really helps me out because I am a small creator, so any little bit helps. One more thing is that I have a clothing line that has actually been out for like a while now, but I mean, I guess you could call this the official launch. The Avocado Toast Social Club. You can join today. As always, the link is down in the description, or you can go to chubbycucumber.com, pick up yourself a shirt, and join the Avocado Toast Social Club. Let's get into the recipe. First of all, what we're gonna start off with is 4 cups of whole wheat flour. Now you can be using any type of strong flour, but I'm using whole wheat flour just because I want to be slightly healthier. I want to get that small bit of edge. I'm starting to be more of a whole food plant-based diet. I'm starting to be on a more whole food plant-based diet, even though that this is not a whole food plant-based recipe, obviously, because I use so much olive oil. Then you want to be using 2 to 3 tablespoons of semolina flour, and then 2 packets or 15 grams of dry yeast. Add some salt, add some sugar to feed the yeast. Easy, we're going to be whipping it up ever so slightly. Then we're going to be adding a few tablespoons of olive oil to about 1.5 cups of warm water, so that way it will activate the yeast. And then you're going to want to whisk it with your hand until it starts clumping up and you can start kneading it. This is just me right now just showing you the process of, you know, how I came about, you know, just mixing it in the water slowly. So I hope you're doing great right now. This is at like 4 times speed, by the way. You want to get to the point where you can just hold it up and it's just about ready to fall over. That's when you know it's just perfect. Then you're going to start kneading it, but you don't want to add too much flour onto your whole kneading station. You don't want the flour to dry out your bread. But you're going to be kneading this for a couple of minutes. Great, now that it's been kneaded, you want to take a damp cloth, put it over your bread, leave it on top of your stove that's preheating at 400 so we can get ready to put it in once we're all done. I wish it would have risen a lot more after, 20 minutes or so, but I was kind of in a rush. You want to grab your baking pan and just layer it with olive oil so that way, your bread doesn't stick to it, obviously. This is me just cracking some pink Himalayan salt on it because focaccia bread is actually known for having a salty bottom and a salty top. Then you want to be gently rubbing your hands with olive oil and pushing in the bread. So you don't need to cover up the whole pan like how I did. I wish I would have just made a smaller bread. You want to be poking holes just like how I am here, just pushing it down so that way you can put your tomatoes. Look how wonderful those tomatoes are. They're just so perfect and orange. Grab your rosemary, and some people don't know how to, get the leaves off. You just want to grab the stem and then just pull down just like so, and then just cover your bread with the focaccia bread, and this is going to give it that nice, beautiful aroma smell while it's resting in the oven. If you want your bread to be like extra like buttery, then you want to layer it again with even more olive oil. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna let this vibe in the oven at 400 degrees for 35 to 40 minutes. All right, now that the focaccia bread is in the oven, everything is starting to look really good. It looks like it's gonna just turn out. And it's actually my first time making focaccia bread. So if you like this kind of content, hit that like button because it really helps me out. Be a Kali follower on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram. That's where I upload this full video. If you want to see the minute-long version, then you can also go on TikTok and follow me there. If you want to see what the taste test is for this, well, then you can tune in Monday for Mukbang Monday, or if you just want to hang out with me and just, watch some sort of entertaining video, then I now have Whatever Wednesday. And now I'll just edit a B-roll over it on what it looks like, and it looks like it is amazing. I don't know, I haven't seen it yet because it's still in the oven, but here it is. Anyway, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and new recipe on Friday, or next Friday, and I know what it's gonna be, but not you because it hasn't happened yet. So peace.